Hi guys, so I've been thinking since last night and the whole day today, been thinking about some thought-provoking issues on the banning of PMD on non-shared footpath. Okay, so basically in Singapore, for non-shared footpath is about, I would say, maybe 75 to 80%. So PMD cannot be used on these roads or normal footpath. They can only use on shared footpath, which are like park connectors and stuff. But I know some of my friends who actually signed petition to ban PMD. Okay, so I mean, you think it's easier to ban. Obviously, it's very easy. You just ban and then you don't care about any other people's life. You don't care about anybody. You don't care about convenience. You don't care about jobs and livelihood of riders. So, firstly, some of these riders, they are working full-time and some of them are working part-time, using the PMD to deliver food delivery. So then some people will say if they don't use PMD, they can use bicycle or walk. So I give you an example where a rider is using a bicycle and this rider probably, I give a very good example, he works full-time as a food delivery and he is now using a bicycle. So if, for example, there is only one shopping mall about 5-kilometer radius and all the food are located in this shopping mall, and maybe let's say he has 5 orders and all the orders from these 5 orders are all the way 5 kilometers away from this shopping center in a radius, and he has 5 orders. To make these 5 orders, he have to travel from the shopping mall to the destination of the customer who ordered the food, 5 kilometers to and back, that's 10 kilometers. For 5 orders, it would mean that he has to cycle 50 kilometers already. And do you know how tiring it is to cycle 50 kilometers for just 5 orders, and how much does he earn from just 5 orders? And most of them, they are law abiding. Some of the news that I heard of PMD crashing into people, some of them are not delivery riders at all. They are reckless youth who are using the PMD and not for the sake of a livelihood. And let me tell you something, I'm still recovering from a foot fracture. Okay, so what happened on my right foot is, imagine this is my right foot. The bone in my foot, okay, there's a long bone inside here. The entire bone is split in half this way. There's no way I can walk. The doctors say at least 2 to 3 months, no weight bearing at all. So 0 weight bearing, and nobody is there to take care of me at home. They do buy food for me, but sometimes it's not enough or whatever. I rely on the importance of food delivery, and they deliver food to me so that I can eat when I'm alone at home and nobody's there. Okay, they provide convenience to you, and of course I don't want anything to happen to anybody, but can you imagine if you had an accident, you can't move, you can't walk, and somebody has to come and bring food to you every single meal time. If without this food delivery people, how are you going to get food? I mean, I'm not angry, but I just find that it's very unsympathetic and ungrateful that because that there is so much people that wants this ban that they never thought of people who are depending on PMD, depending on food delivery for their livelihood. Some of them are sole breadwinners, and some of them come from poor families. You know, a PMD is not cheap. It costs like almost 1.5k for a PMD, and for the poor, some it may even take almost a year for them to cover the cost of a PMD. But everybody starts saying, oh, use bicycle, use walk, or some even say get a motorcycle license. Have you guys seen videos in Singapore where in Bad Drivers SG and even Beitia Law, they are showing, even my friends have video footage of them on the road in a motorcycle, and vehicles are not giving way to them. Some even deliberately cut into their lane, and they have to do emergency brake and they fall. And you know, sometimes there are so many vehicles, when you bump into a motorcyclist and he fell, another vehicle could have come into the lane where he has fallen and ran over him again or her. It's actually more dangerous to use the motorcycle on the road because of vehicles not giving way. And it's not so simple as to use motorcycle. It's also quite dangerous because they have higher speed. And some cars, they don't like motorcycles. They don't give way. Sometimes they deliberately jam brake just to cause motorcycle, or just move into their lane without checking blind spot, causing accident behind, and they don't even notice, then they just drive off. It's dangerous either way, and I have been almost in 6 accidents from crossing the green pedestrian. Okay, it was green, man, I'm crossing the road, and I have met bus, taxi, vehicles, cars who did not stop at the red light and just dash across in front of me. But because I have fast reaction and I noticed that the vehicle is coming in my direction, I stopped myself in time. Obviously, we all, no matter you are pedestrian or you are the driver, you have to be more alert to your surrounding. It's not just oh, I can be living in my own world, and PMD comes, I don't let them, or I don't give a hoot and accidentally they bump into me and say, oh, just ban PMD. But some of these people, they need the job, they need to do food delivery. It's tiring for them to say, oh, you can just walk and ride bicycle. How hot and high humidity is Singapore. How hot it is. It's so difficult. Even if PMD is not air conditioned, you know, they are already under the hot sun, they're already under the humid. If they were to cycle and walk, it's going to get worse for them. It's as good as you're making them suffer more. Or I really think, and I really feel very sad for them, because I have experienced inconvenience and they are the one that can able to deliver the food to me. Most of them comes in PMD. Some of them come in motorcycle. If I order far away, like 7-8 kilometers away, then they will be given to people who are driving the motorcycles. But for PMD, 5 kilometers, actually they still give to PMD, you know, and bicycle. And it's it's really, if they were to do work full time from day to night, imagine how many orders they take. 20 orders, and each to and fro for 5 kilometers at least, or 3 to 5 kilometers. It's really tiring for them, especially those who do food delivery for full time and they cannot afford a motorbike, they can only afford a PMD. You know, it's not, I mean, I really don't know how to say this that people can understand why it's not, why they should remove the ban from using the footpath, because there are many roads that there is no shared footpath at all. In Orchard Road, in CBD area, in Novena, there's hardly, I mean, even in residential area, some area does not even have park connectors. Then you expect them to push the PMD and deliver food when there's no park connector? I mean, for those who are reckless, who don't follow the law abiding and misuse the PMD, of course, sure, bring them to justice, fine them, or, you know, fine them heavily for not abiding to the law. But for most of the food delivery, they are law abiding. They use the UL 2272 PMD. They have just bought it, or maybe they have just recently bought it. They have not even covered the cost of buying the PMD. And some of them, they don't come from well-off family. They need to feed their family. They are so breadwinners. They need this livelihood. I'm not angry or anything. I just feel really, really sad for them, because I know what it's like. You know, you cut off the use of PMD. Some of them say, okay, then it's tiring for me to walk and use the bicycle. They have to find another job elsewhere, and then there's less food delivery on the road, and for those who needs to use will have to wait longer time for your food to be delivered. Those busy in the office where you don't even, where suddenly something happened and you need to focus on your work, you can't go out for lunch, you can only manage maybe a 10 minutes quick lunch. All you need to do is order food, but the food need to wait 1 hour for it. It's really, I think everybody needs convenience. I mean, in this, everybody needs convenience in this fast-paced environment. And I really think that you guys should also think and have more sympathy to food delivery. They are the ones who suffer more now because they can't use the PMD on the footpath. So I really think you guys should think about it and have more sympathy on these guys, and sometimes even girls, ladies who deliver food on the PMD. And I really think we should be more sympathetic about it. Singaporeans should have more compassion and courtesy. So that's all I want to say.